What's your lucky number?
Why do you ask?
So I want to place a bet for you.
Well, even if I win, I'd only be taking my own money back because I'm part owner. Unless you called me here to break the deal.
No. No, but I am interested in why you want to throw in with me.
I told you, I'm at loose ends since Edward was committed.
Take up needlepoint or taxidermy. Join a bowling league. Take a pilgrimage to Tibet.
I thought you wanted my money.
I do. It's just that I don't believe in human kindness. And I don't believe that 20% is all you're looking for on this investment.
17. That's it. That's my lucky number.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Oh. Well, I was hoping maybe that it was because 17 was the room number where we spent that weekend together. We spent a couple of incredible days together a long time ago. Maybe you don't remember me, let alone the room number.
I have no idea what the room number was, but I remember you very well.
It was a strange time.
Laura was out of your life then. Only temporarily, as it turns out.
It seems permanent now.
What do you mean?
I thought you knew. Laura's mentally ill. She disappeared last spring from the hospital where she was being treated.
Of course, I wasn't going to bring it up. I assume it's too painful for you.
Well, it is painful. Very painful. I try not to think about it. What good does it do? But she's lost to me. And even if I could find her, she's lost in her own mind.
That's very sad.
Yes, it is. Anyway, I thought maybe I was hoping that that's the reason you wanted to invest in this place. It's a sort of nostalgia for our lost weekend.
Maybe a little. It was the one and only time I got a chance to know you. We didn't exactly run in the same circles when I lived in Port Charles. You were focused on Laura, and I was making a lot of mistakes. That was a very special weekend for me. To be with someone I'd admired from afar. But I don't exactly expect to pick up where we left off.
Well, that's too bad.
What do you mean? I assumed you're committed to Skye.
Well, sure I am as a business partner.
Well, I think Skye feels it goes a little deeper than that.
Well, then she's reading too much into a few kisses. No, the truth is that Skye's fine, you know. She's convenient. She adds a lot of class to this joint. But she is a spoiled, rich girl, cold as ice. And, you know, she drinks. She's a messy, sloppy drunk. And if she doesn't drink, she's a card-carrying neurotic. So, if you and I were here late one night and had a couple of martinis and one thing led to another, I wouldn't complain. Is there anything about this place you'd like to change? I mean, as long as you're investing to keep us open, I think you ought to have a say in the details.
You don't like the decor?
Well, it's all right. It's all Skye, though. When we moved in, I had no opinion, so she just took over and did what she wanted. But believe me, if you have other ideas, don't be shy about speaking up.
Skye might object.
Well, she's not the one putting up the cash to keep the joint open. You are.
So, you're flirting with me out of gratitude?
I have mixed motives. Is that a problem?
Not yet.
This fills in a lot of blanks for me about us and this place, why you might want to invest here. I'm confident I can meet or exceed all of your expectations.
I have no doubt. Oh, I have to take this.
Oh, go ahead.
It's private. Besides, I think we've done enough clarification for one night. I'll come over tomorrow. We can finish our negotiations.
I look forward to it. Bye.
Typical rich girl. Ice cold and spoiled rotten. Sloppy when I'm drinking and neurotic when I'm not.
Could we fight later? I just need a minute or two here to decompress.
After stabbing me in the back.
No, after flirting with the psychopath who kidnapped my wife.
Leave him alone.
That's exactly what I'm not going to do. This is a horrible day for Luke to spend alone. And since I'm the only one that seems to care or remember, I'm going to stay here and console him.
Excuse me. I care.
Those who care need not apply.
Hear that?
Listen, Luke and I have a casino to open, okay? And until our deal is signed on the dotted line, we're gonna do it together.
I don't give a damn about this stupid rust bucket.
Look, I'll make some coffee, okay? You sober up in no
I
time.
don't want to sober up. I told you I'm trying to tie one on here. It takes concentration. No, save your coffee and your flower arrangements and all your heartfelt sympathy for my funeral.
Come on. Don't do this to me here. I'm counting on you.
Don't do that. Why would you want to do that? That's a mistake. If you're looking for some kind of a partner here who's going to hold your hand and be true and responsible until bankruptcy us do part, then you are barking up the wrong bar stool. If you don't like that, you know where the door is. Go ahead, use it. I said, go ahead. Get out.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't have much choice, do I?
And the same goes for you.
I'm not going anywhere. This must be the hardest day of the year for you. The anniversary of your wedding to Laura. Go ahead, Luke. Drink up. You've got every right to drown your sorrows.
I don't need your permission to drink.
Of course you don't. I just meant that I empathize with your pain and your loss. It was a magical wedding day you had with Laura.
You weren't there.
I read about it in the papers. It was the event of the year. A perfect day, a beautiful ceremony. Laura, she looked like an angel. I couldn't help being a little jealous.
Why would you be jealous of Laura?
Oh, what girl doesn't dream of marrying her one true love in an autumn garden?
Well, dreams turn to nightmares every day, Heather. Every day. Love wasn't enough. Love couldn't keep Laura sane. She lost her mind. She spent the last 2 years staring at the walls of some institution. And then, suddenly, she was gone. Just disappeared. Abducted by I don't know who.
Well, I didn't realize she was abducted. I thought she escaped somehow.
No. She was kidnapped. And used. She was used to frame Skye.
Luke, that seems incredible.
Well, of course it's incredible. It's also ridiculous. It's ridiculous that a woman who couldn't speak, a woman who showed no signs of knowing who she was or where she was for 2 years, suddenly is following Skye around, is knocking her out, is locking her up at Windermere, is stalking her with a knife.
Who knows what really happened? I mean, Skye is not exactly a reliable source.
Well, one thing is for certain. Skye didn't take Laura. And I'll find out who did. And they'll pay.
safe.
Yeah, she's gone. You handled that beautifully, partner. If I do say so myself, I deserve a real drink.
Do you mind telling me what you've done with Heather?
Are you asking if I killed her?
Of course not. Did you?
No, I can't. She's the only one who knows where Laura is.
Do you think that she suspects that you're onto her?
No, I think she ate it up. I even threw in a few details about Laura's kidnapping. She asked all the right questions, had all the right answers. You know, she's getting kind of cozy with me. She's comfortable, she's letting her guard down. She thinks we're getting close.
Famous last words.
No, I think it's gonna work. I really do. You know, most women seem to think that the best way to get close to a man is to get him to share his pain so they can bond. God, I hate that expression, bond. Anyway, that's what she's doing. And I think a couple more rendezvous, she's gonna spill the whole thing, including where she stashed my wife.
I know how desperately you want to find Laura.
Yeah, I do. The problem is, what then? You, didn't seem to have any trouble pretending I was drunk, did you?
Well, it wouldn't have been the first time I'd seen you in that condition.
And hopefully it won't be the last. But I gotta get off this roller coaster ride.
Luke, you're still grieving. You loved Laura very much.
Yeah, I'll always love her. But the woman I married is gone. The doctors all say incurable.
Well, maybe you need more time.
I've had time, time's passed. Maybe I don't need any more time. Maybe saying I need time is just an excuse, a crutch.
Well, I don't know about that. That's pretty harsh.
The truth is that I have to find Laura. But when I do, I have to let her go. I mean, if it's true that she's not going to get her sanity back, I have to make sure she's safe and well taken care of. And then I have to let her go. And get on with my life, because leaving this mess unresolved is not fair to you.
Oh, Luke, I appreciate you saying that, but if you need more
No
time-
buts, no buts. You deserve the best of me, which ain't saying a hell of a lot.
Hey, that's good enough for me. And you know what? I am so glad that you're not perfect, because guess what? I'm not perfect either.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I love it when you lie.
Do you? You better be careful what you ask for. You know, lying is my strongest, most consistent personality trait.
No, it's not. You know, you have been nothing but honest with me from the beginning. And sometimes brutally so, but I gotta say that somewhere along the way, I learned that I could trust you. And believe me, that is not something that I do easily.
Well,
I need you, Luke. I do.
well, here's news. I need you.